Hi everyone, it is Thursday, April 7th, 2016, and this is episode 64 of Serenova Crafts. I'm your host, Jessica. I can be found as Serenova on Ravelry, Twitter, and very rarely on Periscope, and as Serenova Crafts on Instagram. You can find the show notes for today's episodes on my blog or in the Ravelry group. If you are a returning viewer, thank you very much. If you are a new viewer, welcome. And yeah, I think that's it for my intro. This is take 4 of recording. I tried twice yesterday. I tried once this morning. I have now switched the recording software I am using, and fingers crossed, hopefully this one is good. Bit of news, housekeeping stuff first. I have a VKN tonight, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is -5 GMT. Everyone is welcome to join. There are VKNs running basically every night of the week except for Sunday. If you want a list, I can provide it. I'm going to put the Power Rangers pictures at the end of this episode if it works, because I couldn't get it in the last episode. Also, I'm working on the Power Rangers video. Power Rangers pictures. Anime Boston Pictures, and I'm still working on the Power Rangers video because I still need to get that off of my phone. So that's something. I do have stash, no FOs. I have a hoe though, and I have a frogged, not frogged project because I was going to frog it and then somebody stepped in and said I'll take it, so it's not getting frogged, it's just getting mailed off as is on waste yarn because I am keeping my needle. So I am going to do a draw for the winner from my March finished objects thread in my group, in my Ravelry group, and then I will go from there. I drew yesterday, but I don't remember who it was at this point because I didn't write it down, and the file got corrupted. So fortunately, I'm going to do. So I know there are 20 posts, so I do 2 to 20. You can see 2 to 20, and then randomize 5. So 5. 5, 5, 5, 5. Let me pull that up because I didn't have the thread open like I should have. March finished objects. Post number 5 is Pokdej, P-O-K-D-E-J, who's from Vancouver, British Columbia, and she posted a very bright pair of socks. I am not in focus. Yay, I'm in focus. Okay, so she posted a very bright pair of socks, and send me a PM and you get $6 US credit from me to you. Just tell me what you want, and I'll tag you in the show notes too. So that's done. I already mentioned the VKN. That's tonight. All right, so my frogged, not frog project, because I'm now like that phrase. Frogged, not frogged, is my zigzag scarf. I like the pattern. I like the colors. It is single ply yarn and driving me insane. Can't stand the single ply. The single ply is just not, I can't do it. I can't do the single ply. So I am not frogging this, but I did put this on waste yarn, and it is going to go in the mail to Lynn from the Two Tangled Skeins podcast because she said she would be interested in trying to continue it. So she is getting the other balls of yarn, that thing, and I'm just mailing it off because I am washing my hands with this project. I do, however, want to still make one. So I went stash diving, hence the bin of yarn, and I am going to see what I can come up with. So, oh, I just realized I'm off center in the video. Excuse me for a sec. Much better, now I'm centered. Okay, so anyways, what I was saying was that I went stash diving, this side. I went stash diving in my fingering bin to see what I could find. So I came up with a few possibilities. So I would like you to tell me what you think. One more skein. All right. So I have 6 colors here, and I'm going to show you a couple of pairings that I like, and I want you to let me know if you think they're good or not. So here's the first one. This is A. Let me know if you like A. A. And then I think this one, yes. All right, B, C, or D. Or if there's another combination you like, tell me. Because I'm trying to decide what to do for a zigzag. Of course, I might have made a decision by the time I finally get this uploaded, but who knows. Those can go back down on the floor and out of the way. So I kind of moved stuff around because I thought I was done recording, and then the file was corrupted, and then that wasn't working, so I have to kind of reach for stuff. So my hoe, my half object. Sock, my perfect. I'm going to do the label. Here is Schockenmeyer Perfect. It's a 6-ply? Oh no, it's a Regia. 4-ply. It's gonna match. I did start the second sock, but I have like 2 rows. But I did start it. It's on the needles. So maybe by the next time I record, as in next week, it'll be working. And my webcam will be working by then too. I did work on a couple other things. I have my hitchhiker here. I put 1 repeat on. I already moved the marker because I thought when I last recorded it was done. But the marker was like down here where my finger is. It was like down here. So I've done like 1 full repeat. And I did switch the needles because I decided I didn't like carbons. So I switched from carbons to Chowgoos because they're pointier and not as grippy. I don't like really grippy needles. I like nice, slick needles. Probably because I knit so tightly. Sorry, I'm trying to put this away. There we go. Alright. I can go down there. Another project I started that I'm not sure you guys have seen before, I don't think you have, is Waiting for Rain. I am doing this as a knit-along. Kristen from the Yarngasm podcast, who is also Volenvine, she is doing a Waiting for Rain knit-along that runs until the end of the month, so I decided to get in on it. Here is the shawl, the beginning part. I am 8 rows away from doing the initial lace section, and here's a picture of the pattern project. So that should be good. Focus, yeah, focus. So here it is, the initial part. I'm 8 rows away, 6 or 8 rows away from doing the first lace part, which is nice. I have 2 skeins of this yarn. This is this is Fish Belly Fiber Works Fiber. It's Fish Belly something. I'll put it in the show notes. In their base tributary in the color charcoal. And it should show everything really nicely in the project. So that'll be good. Then, sorry, just putting this away. Then I cast on my Drachenfels, which if you're not familiar with it, I'll show it to you. Here's what it looks like. But I have not liked the needle size. I've already frogged it and gone down a needle size once. But I think I'm going to frog it and go down another needle size. Because I went from 6s to 4s. I'm thinking I might go down to 3s. Because the yarn being used is a light fingering, almost lace. And it's a little too thin. So I'm not getting the squishy garter fabric that I like. You can see light through there, right? So I think I'm going to frog this again and go down to 3s. So speaking of needles, I put all my circulars in the needle holder I got from Sue, who is the sewer behind the Tangled Skeins CA Etsy shop. She's also a host of the 2 Tangled Skeins. And I'll take a picture and put it in here. So as you can see, it's sitting next to my computer and everything. And I have a lot of needles. Well, okay, I know people have more needles than me, but to me, that's a lot of needles. And I have a lot of Chowgoos because I really do like Chowgoos. So, yeah. Let's see, what else? I've kind of done this 4 times now. So, like, I'm starting to be like, what did I say? Did I say that? Did I not say that? What's going on, right? So, oh, right, blanket and then stash. So I have a little bit of stash, but it's not yarn stash. So this is another thing from Sue at the Tangled Skeins CA fox bag. I love the foxes. They're so pretty. It's a sweater bag, but I put a blanket in here because a blanket will fit in a sweater bag. So This is my, and see, now that I've shown it to you, I'm actually going to put a progress keeper in it. This is my Gradient Granny that is going to go from this light green to a medium green to a dark green. So eventually it will probably be fairly large. It's probably going to end up being a lap blanket in size. So that is that. So here's the warning. If you are in the Hello Yarn Fiber Club and you have not yet received your March shipment, skip ahead to this time if you don't want to be spoiled. All right, and here it is. I braided it up. The colorway is called Hummingbird, and it's 4 ounces of BFL top. Isn't it pretty? It's like just gorgeous. I love it. I was debating getting a second braid of it, a second bump, but it's nice. I can wear it. But after talking with the ladies on the VKN, I decided that I would simply chain tie it and make a hat with the one bump. So here it is, Hummingbird from Hello Yarn. So I'm actually really happy I joined her club. She has really nice stuff. And this is BFL, but it's not scratchy at all. Like, I would totally just wear this around my neck. And I don't know where the bag went for it. I need to find the bag for it. I had to move stuff because I was doing IRS paperwork stuff, which is never fun. That is Kevin's card from Made in My Boston. If you were confused from last week, that's Kevin's card. You can actually get in it. The top of my bin there is covering the hole that you stand in. Yeah, I think that's it again for the 4th time. Reminder, VKN tonight. Oh, I was going to tell you about that book, but whatever. You don't need to hear about a book club book until book club. So, yes, fingers crossed the 4th time is the charm. All right, and I will see you all next week. Bye.